Hello there, Taurus. Welcome to your general reading. This is a timeless reading, so trust that your intuition brought you here. There is something about today's reading that is going to, help out whatever it is that you are going through right now, whatever is weighing heavily in your heart. There is a message here for you, and it's likely to be very applicable to your current situation, whatever that may be. All right, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you'd like to share with us what is resonating with you, or if you want to claim this reading, go right ahead. Put that in the comments down below. Here we go, bottom of the deck. Wow, Five of Cups, Taurus. There is something here that you are still grieving over and really just kind of pulling you to the past instead of being in the present and really working on what is current and paving the way to something better for you in the future here. There is something here that you're really grieving over and probably very regretful about. And so universe is reminding you here with this card that you should see things from a different perspective and see that there is still something in your life that is worth celebrating, worth taking, and that you can take these two cups here and fill them with whatever you want, the potential for what you want to fill your cups with, your emotions, your whatever it is, your heart desires. You have that control, Taurus. You just have to see things from a different perspective and not live in the past. There's something here, you're nearing completion on something. However, you are working yourself to death here, to the point where you are burning yourself out. And also here, you're not enjoying the process. Whatever it is that you're working at and working so diligently on, there's this sense of responsibility that you have here that is keeping you from really just enjoying the process. You're just plugging away and just pushing through, that you aren't even seeing where you're headed. You're just, you know that there's just stuff to be done and you're going to do it. And you may be feeling really overwhelmed, and universe is reminding you to take care of yourself, take a break and enjoy life, enjoy the present, right? Don't just have your head down. Look at this. There is something here, perhaps by this completion here, once, or maybe even what you're hearing from this message here, that you do need to shed some of these wands so you can gain some insight, some clarity, right? Because here, when your head is down and your focus is only just to push through, you may be missing opportunities to gain clarity. And here, the Queen of Swords she's using not just whatever it is that she sees in front of her to make the judgment or to make the decisions around her, but she's using her intuition. So sometimes when you're plugging away and you're not even thinking about what is happening to you, you're missing out on the opportunity to gain meaning in all of this hard work and this thing that's overwhelming you. Yeah, there's lots of choices. I think that there's a part of you here that is having a hard time making a decision. Know that once you clear some of these burdens that aren't even your own, you're going to get the opportunity to really gain clarity and insight, and you're going to know what it is that truly doesn't belong to you, right? These burdens that don't belong to you, you'll know what to cut out of your life so that it is a little bit lighter, and that you aren't overwhelmed and overburdened to the point where you are missing out on the experience of your life. Look at that. Once you make these two decisions here and you have clarity, look at the Queen of Swords kind of just going, yeah, and you have the ability, kind of almost telling you, yeah, okay, great. And you have the ability to create truly what you want, to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. If you want to create and focus on abundance, well, you can do that. The powers are within you, that you have everything within you to make this happen. You just have to choose. Choose your weapon is what you're being told here. Look at that. Conflict. There may be something here from the past with the 5 here. Number 5 could be very important to you here. So the 5 of Cups, whatever it is, created some conflict in your life. And whenever we have this energy, and this energy here, it's a very low level energy, and you're being reminded to let it go, right? It's not about creating a war between you and another individual, or separating yourself to the point where it's winner take all, right? It's not, sometimes, having to prove yourself in this situation, having that regret, sometimes it's not even worth your time. Now, you're going to be the one to decide whether it is worth your time, but the universe reminds you, look, the time that you're wasting fighting here, when you could just communicate better, maybe compromise, you then can turn around and pick up these 2 cups and move forward. Take these 2 cups here and do something with it, something that's going to benefit you and not necessarily the other person, right? It's going to it's going to elevate you, raise that level of your energy level. Look at that. Something here, there's a new opportunity, new inspiration that's coming your way, and it's going to be very hard for you to really take advantage of it if you can't see what's happening. You see that this guy's head is down, this person's head is down. you want to be able to see and take advantage of the new opportunity, this new inspiration that you're getting. You need to be able to see that and accept it instead of having your head somewhere else in the clouds or whatever. Allow it to give you clarity, and so you know what to do with it. Take this down to the magician and do something great that's going to benefit your life. Yeah, this new inspiration is going to allow you to really focus your energy on mastering whatever it is, this skill. You may be learning something new, or maybe started a new job. And so instead of being here, like if you were let go from a job and you're very sad about it, grieving over it, feeling like, what happened? I don't understand why that had to happen to me. Well, the reason is because you have this new opportunity that's coming your way that you're going to put so much energy and effort into. And guess what? You're going to be celebrated for it. I would love it if you got like the 6 of Wands or something like that. Wow, look at that. Another new blessing. So with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, you're going to miss these opportunities here, Taurus, if you dwell on this conflict and sadness and grief. Instead, take these cups, fill them up. You've got this blessing that's coming your way. Take this and put that in those cups. Use it to your advantage. Do something with it. The magician says do something with it. Now, if there's some noise around you that, your intuition tells you that something just isn't right, it's okay if you want to call it out, right? It may create conflict. So watch how you deliver that information, right? If you're sensing that someone is lying, cheating, stealing, you can call it out, sure, but understand that that may bring conflict. So you may have to figure out another way to deliver that message. The other thing too here, with this clarity, this ability to see things, the question here is, with all of this conflict here and sadness, grief, are you denying yourself? Are you robbing yourself of this experience of receiving the blessings of the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands? That's the question here. Are you robbing yourself the ability to create and manifest using all of this new energy that's being handed to you by the universe? Are you robbing yourself of that experience? Because look what's underneath here. Underneath, if you go past, if you leave this behind and take these cups, look at what's directly underneath it. You've got the 9 of Cups here, which is love that's being either given to you, right? That blessing that's being given to you, or you're giving it to someone else, right? Don't rob yourself of that experience. Look at that. Don't rob yourself of that experience. Now, if some of you may also, if this is a work type situation, be aware of people around you. Also, some of you may be considering starting something new and are being very quiet about it and trying to move out of the business quietly. That's okay too. As long as you're working to create, look at this. This is your outcome. Whatever choice you make here, once you shed some of these burdens that aren't yours, look what you've got here. You have this divine feminine energy, the energy that is going to allow you to manifest and create whatever it is that you want. And this is going to bring such abundance in your life. But you have to make sure that you are aware of these roadblocks. Sometimes, if you simplify things in your life and just kind of think about the roadblocks and staying away from them or maneuvering around them, things work out a little bit better and less chaotic and tumultuous, especially right now, this time of the year. All right, Page of Cups, another giving, loving, starting something new. With this new blessing and this new inspiration, you're starting something new. You have the opportunity here. The outcome that you have is to create something that is going to be so emotionally fulfilling for you that you're going to be able to really put your energy into. And universe here, whatever it is that you want to use these new beginnings for here to master and put your efforts in, don't rob yourself of this experience, right? Don't rob yourself of this experience of receiving blessings and manifesting the life and future that you want. Yeah. Here's another roadblock here. Another number 5 here. So clearly the number 5 is important here. And same thing with the number 7 here. But anyways, so the number 5 of Pentacles here, there is still a part of you that is dwelling on what has been lost. And so you are having this self-limiting belief of lack and insecurity. So your message here today is identify the roadblocks here that you have that is keeping you from enjoying, because you have a very powerful spread here. Look at this. You have a very powerful spread. But you have to your job here is to identify your roadblocks, right? Identify the roadblocks. This isn't as much other than just that you need to focus. You need to lift your head up and see that you're being given these new opportunities and that you have such great power here, here, and here, right? So this is sort of a roadblock because you need to pay attention to make sure that you're not robbing yourself with self-limiting beliefs, okay? All right, what other messages do you have here? Overall, I mean, look at this. The Empress card trumps this card, obviously. It's just a matter of you changing the way you see things, because right around the corner is probably your 10 of Pentacles, right? But you can't dwell on the fact that you don't have the other 5. You got to go around the corner, around the church here, to go get the other five of Pentacles, so that way you can make your 10 of Pentacles. Stay in integrity. Of course, the Queen of Swords here is going to keep you honest. That's the beautiful part about the Queen of Swords, is she's very honest and fair. Just be aware that you might have conflict with the way you deliver your messages, because you're very cutting with your words. Cleansing. Yeah. Cleanse your life of these roadblocks here and here, right? Cleanse yourself of that. Make that concerted effort so that you can receive all of the good things the universe wants to give you. New beginnings, new moon beginnings. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Love it. Cut your losses. That's where this guy comes in. That's where the Queen of Swords comes in. Cut your losses. There are some things that just aren't worth it, right? Your job is to identify it. Use the strength of the Queen of Swords. Identify what it is that isn't serving you. Don't rob yourself of the experiences that universe is trying to give you. Okay, because something great is about to happen to you. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for being here. Love you. Bye.